So basically what it is that I want you guys to take away from this presentation. So where do you start when you start looking for a job? My first job, what do you think what do you envision when you think about your first job? And of course, the most important thing, which was really frowned upon when I was your age, but is not frowned upon anymore, is networking. And we'll talk about networking. So, where do you start? So think about being strategic in your job search. Don't apply to every job you see, right? That's called what I call the machine gun approach, where you send out 50 resumes and 50 cover letters, and they're all the same. If you look at job ads, even for jobs that are just temporary jobs like summer jobs, and we'll get into summer jobs, but they are very specific in what they're looking for. So your resume and your cover letter has to be specific to the job that you're applying for. If you just send in a standard resume and a standard cover letter that just say, I'm looking for a job, and you don't actually talk to the values or the principles of the organization, which are in the job ad, then you will not get an interview. The whole idea is to look at the job ad and also take some time and look at the organization and see if the values of the organization match your own. And that way you can tailor your resume and cover letter to those values and to what they actually are looking for. So getting into your first job, remember the one thing is that you all have value. So when I talk about values and valuing yourself, remember there are people that are going to attack what you consider yourself to be valuable for. Don't let anybody drag you down. You all have experience in growing up, dealing with people, peers your own age. Some of them have been very supportive, and I'm sure some of them have not. Focus on the people that support your vision of who you are, and try to avoid people who do not. When I talk about values, don't ever give up on who you are. You've all accomplished a great deal, and never let anybody minimize what you've already done. So this is the most important thing we're going to talk about. And basically what networking is you want to build a professional support group, people that are willing to give you information on upcoming opportunities, or if they can't help you, maybe they have a contact who can. How many people here have a LinkedIn account? Yeah. So LinkedIn is like Instagram, right? Only LinkedIn is for professionals. And basically what you do is you put your resume on your LinkedIn page, you talk about your interests, you talk about your desires to work, and then you start to connect with people who have similar interests and similar experience. When you sit down with somebody to have a discussion about an organization, try not to control the conversation. My grandmother always used to say, God gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth, so you've got to listen twice as much as you talk. And when you're starting out in your career, a lot of it's about listening and absorbing stuff like a sponge and learning how people will want to interconnect with you. And other than that, that was all for my presentation, so I hope I didn't take too long.